Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal. Today we are playing Frostgrave. We are playing game 4 in my 4-game solo campaign that I wrote, and we are playing with Izal the Wizard and his warband. He started off at level 1, coming into this, made his way into the tavern and through the storage to collect the treasures available. Took double the amount of time he was supposed to, he wanted to. Made his way into the lower house, by which time the vampire had woken up in the library. His warband made its way carefully up the left-hand side, while the vampire came around the right to meet them. He summoned some demons to deal with the vampire while they searched the left-hand side for treasure, finding all of the treasure available on the ground floor of the mansion. He then came up to the first floor, where a veritable horde of skeletons awaited him and his party, as each turn he spent on the floor below spawned 3 skeletons up here for him to fight. Just a normal skeleton, a skeleton archer, and an armored skeleton. He made his way around, killed the vampire, at which point the skeletons became directionless and just sort of started wandering around. We slowly had them clear this room, and then would have started with this room, but realized that at this point there was no jeopardy to the game because of his summoner class. He and his apprentice were able to summon demons and just send them off to do their bidding, and there was nothing that could, in the scenario, change that. The only thing is, this treasure here, when it was picked up, it would spawn... Oh, the ghouls here were in the cage, and the cages would open, being unleashed on whomever was in that room. So that would be the only danger left in the scenario. So I decided that we'd let them make off with all of the treasures that they could find without dealing with the horde, because it was just going to take a lot of time. And they made off with 4 of 5 possible treasures, which is pretty good. There was a total of 6 on the map, this one in the dungeon here being the 6th. But the 5th one was only available on random chance, which they didn't get. So they are now emerging from the manor, which on the approach board, which is the first board, which looks the same way that it was when we left. So because we spent all that extra time here dealing with the constructs, they are no more. The gargoyles here, they're no more. But we do have to deal with these skeletons, and I believe I need to add to the board 3 more skeleton patrols. One here. One here. And one here. Now, this game is an escape game. There are no treasures on it because we've just been through 3 games that have gotten us quite a decent haul. Instead, I'll put these 2 here because they should be in the center, and we'll do that so that they're at least 2 inches away from the warband. Oh, they need to not be in a tree. So the idea is that the skeleton patrols have kept going, but these skeletons have all, because they've seen the enemy enter, They've all held their place. The skeletons will spawn one around as per, or two around as per the original game, and continue on their patrol route unless they can see enemies, which everyone can right now. Also, in the second creature phase, there is a creature will spawn in either the bottom left, bottom middle, or bottom right of the board. It will be either a ghoul or a wraith. These wraiths will be the biggest challenge. So these guys, there's no treasure on this board. They just have to get from A to B and off and survive. The wraiths are going to be the biggest challenge because the wraiths are immune to normal damage. There are, at this point, not make unique. I don't want to make that unique. I want to set the base color to nothing. At this point, there is only one. I bloody made it unique again. There is only one model in the warband that can damage them, which is this one, who has a magic dagger. All other creatures, all other members of the warband only have normal weapons. And so we are looking at a tough spot if we have to engage with them. And because we are basically immediately put into a combat situation, it's gonna be difficult to determine or to give other members of the warband magic weapons for the duration of the game. So this could go really quickly if I'm able to get everyone the 24 inches off the board as fast as possible, or it could go really slowly and very poorly. It's all going to be up to chance. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a before game spell. In this format, you are allowed to cast one before or after game, one out of game spell a game. So I'm going to use that now to cast Animal Companion. And I think it's one per caster. So we're gonna do it for both the wizard and the apprentice. Well, we'll do it for the apprentice first. I don't see an issue in doing it out of order. Okay, the apprentice doesn't get it off, so we'll try it for the wizard. Ooh. I don't know about cutting. I don't know. So you should be able to empower spells, change rate, take the difference between the number in the dice and the target number from your health. But I don't know that you should be doing that for out of game spells. So I'm unfortunately just going to fail that roll. Um, 10. Yep. So he's on half health because he was badly wounded. But everyone else was fine, I believe. So we're not going to get to start the game with a bear, as the bear we had up until now died in the last game. You'll also notice that I'm missing an archer because the archer died last game. So to start off, it's the wizard phase. No, to start off, I should clear these clocks because apparently Now, is this clock actually, should it have been this? Is that how many turns I spent last game? 15 or was it 14? So, yeah, that was before I decided That was before I decided that it wasn't worth continuing slogging through the horde, and called the game. But I will use the clock to record how many turns we spend on this. I'd be really interested to know what other people's experiences are with other Frostgrave solo games. How many turns do you usually spend on a single board? Okay, so with that done, we can start turn 1. And we're going to see a group activation first up, which means that everyone has to move before they can do anything else. So I'm group activating these 3 here. 4, 5, 6, 7. There will do. And 6. So the wizard is going to cast Leap. Leap. Casting Leap on an 8. What? 2. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to cut for 6. And cast Leap on myself anyway to get me... Come on. No. Unfortunately, the measuring tool going to the base of the next thing. I've got to be in a straight line. So I'm only going to get to here. Unfortunately, the measuring tool, if you bring it up here, it then wants to just, because it's going up to the top, it's not particularly accurate because it won't bring it back down to the thing until you let go. So you very quickly run out of, you very quickly lose your idea of where you're bringing your thing. Yeah, see, he's not now hovering heaps above. Look at that. He's now hovering 6.3 inches above the board because that is the next level up. And it won't go back down. Oh, okay. I've worked out how to fix it. If you hold down control, you can fix it. There you go. And you get to move 3. And that is the end of the wizard phase. Now, on the board currently are only skeletons. So they do not act in creature phase 1. So we are just going to go, let's get rid of the spell list. Straight on to the next group activation, which is the rest of this 4. And they're going to go 3, 6, 6, 6, and 6. And my apprentice is going to try and cast Leap. So that was a 12 before. So to cast it now, I need to roll a 14 on the die. So that's a 5, because it's a -2 casting roll for the apprentice. That's a 5, and I need to roll... Oh, no, it's an 8. What am I saying 12? It's an 8 to cast Leap. So that's only 3 off, so he's going to cut 3, bringing him down to 12 health. And then leap himself 10 inches to here. The rest of the warband is going to continue with a double move, which is then half their movement again. So 3 inches, 3 inches, and 3 inches. And now it's the creature phase. So first, these two creatures are closest. So this one is going to run at these guys. He's going to get in combat with this man-at-arms and take a swing. So skeletons have a fight of 1 and an armor of 10. Those are the relevant stats. The skeleton rolls a 7. The man-at-arms has a fight of 3. 21, the skeleton is coming off the board. Oh, I just pulled the man-of-arms off the board. That's not what I wanted. The skeleton is coming off the board. This skeleton, can he actually... Ooh. So he actually can't see anyone. Whatever, these guys have just come past. He's going to move to here and then take a shot. He's going to move another 3 inches because that's what they do. They're supposed to move full distance. And then take a... Actually, no, I'm going to say that this just counts as cover. This is an intervening terrain thing, so they're going to have +1 to their fight. So he's going to shoot this man-at-arms who is closest to him. So that's 12. Now the man-at-arms is going to have a +1 to fight because of the... maybe +4? That's a big thing. Ooh. Either way, I think that the skeleton's actually winning this. The skeleton had a 12. If we say that's +4, then that's 8, 9, 10, 11. So the skeleton, the man-at-arms will get hit. However, I do believe that the man-at-arms... Oi. Yes, there we go. The man-at-arms has a armor of 12, so he will take no damage. So, next up. Can you? Yes, you can both see. So these guys, having made it to here, the skeleton patrol, would move off the board if they couldn't see anyone. However, they can see. They have line of sight to the man-at-arms, who is the closest model. So this guy's going to run 9 inches at him. Not make it, but he's going to continue the pursuit. While the archer is going to take a shot at the man-at-arms. 6, which can't damage the man-at-arms in any way, so we're just going to move on. Next, we have these two. So this skeleton is charging at them. 9 inches gets him here, which is not quite close enough to fight. Which is actually good for him, because it means that he's not going to get in. So he's got a 6-inch movement, so he's got double moving to get 9 inches. But it's good for him because it means he's not going to get shot by the skeleton archer is attacking this guy, the thug. No, the archer. With a 10, which won't harm the archer, so we're just going to move on with our lives. This skeleton does have line of sight only just to the man-at-arms. Ooh. So he's going to actually run up and I'm going to say he's making that engagement. I'll just move this guy a little bit there. Getting to actually attack the man-at-arms. He rolls a 2, which isn't great because the man-at-arms gets a go at him now. With a natural 20, that's going to be very one-sided. He's going to come off the board. But now, each of these that can see that man-at-arms is going to take a shot. So this guy, 10. That's not going to damage the man-at-arms, so we'll just take another shot and move on. 17 could be bad. So the man-at-arms has a +3 fight. So 15. So the arrow is going to go through, but ooh. So there is. We said last time that enemy models that are just in the way would count as +1, and so would this tree here. So that tree is going to provide cover. So that's actually going to even it at 17, so the arrow won't hit the man-at-arms. The next model will not have that cover issue with the tree, and he's going to roll a 19. He will, however, get a +1 bonus from the skeleton there. Oh, no, that man-at-arms is taking that damage, so he has an armor of 12. 19 is 7 damage because it's 19 minus 12 is 7. Which leaves him with 5 health. Next archer is this guy. He's going to get a +1 cover bonus from that second tree. But that roll is nothing to write home about. Last one, 15, could hit. Got a roll of fight. Opposing fight score, the man-at-arms will happily do away with that. Which, because I activated all my soldiers in the Wizard and Apprentice phases as part of group activations, leaves us with nothing to do during the soldier phase. And so, hang on. Before we do anything, a creature spawns and we'll go have a go immediately. So, actually, I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1, we're going to get a ghoul at the bottom left corner. On a 2, we're getting a wraith. On a 3, we're getting a ghoul in the bottom middle corner. On a 4, we're getting a wraith. On a 5, we're getting a ghoul in the bottom right corner. And on a 6, we're getting a wraith. 1, we get 1 ghoul, bottom left corner. And it is just a normal roaming creature. So it's going to move. It's going to move nowhere because 10 o'clock is off the board and it's not going to move off the board. And with that, we'll mark a tick on the clock to signify that the first turn is over and move on to turn 2. So, we're not going to get any group activations now. My wizard activates by himself. And he's going to move. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 there. And now he's going to cast Summon Demon. Now, he is actually close enough that he could almost get off the board. Actually, if I... He could get off the board. Like, that's 3 inches to get... Yeah, he could actually make it off the board. But if I do that, okay, yeah, my wizard's going to be safe, but I'm not going to get very much from it. So this... What can I get this turn? I can't get any treasure, but I can get experience. I'm currently going to get 10 experience for defeating 2 creatures and 40 experience because my wizard was in. So I've got 50 experience at this point. But there's a maximum of 500 experience to be earned. So I need to... I cast some spells. I cast Leap twice. So I could actually get off the board, but I don't want to do that. I want to get more experience before getting off. So I'm going to try and cast Summon Demon to protect the wizard. So the wizard can be here and keep casting spells until he has to leave. And yeah, as we're going to see creatures spawning along this line that he's going to have to deal with, let's not do it by himself because his warband is going to take a couple of turns to catch up. So we need a 12 to get a summon happening. Oh, that was almost a 20. That's not good. I really want this to work. So that's a difference of 4 to get an imp. I'm just gonna fail the spell. That's not good. We're gonna take a damage for failing that. Next up is my apprentice, who is going to move 6 inches to here and is also going to attempt Summon Demon. I need a 14 on the die. Oh, again, almost perfect. And then not. So he's going to take 2 damage because he fails by a difference of more than 10. And they're both just sitting there exposed. So that is not good. It is now the creature phase. And so let's work this out. Let's work out what spawns. 2. So a wraith spawns in the bottom left corner. The wraith will go first, and it's going to move. What is the wraith's movement? I don't know. I don't want to know about that. I want to know about wraiths. A wraith has a movement of 6, so it's going to move up. It's going to double move towards the apprentice, getting to here. The ghoul will be next. The ghoul has a movement of 6, so it is also going to double move up towards the wizard and the apprentice. So this is not a good situation. They cannot deal with that wraith right now. Next up, this skeleton is right here and he's going for the thug. The reason he's going for the thug instead of the man of arms is because the thug has... Oh, no, he's going for the man at arms. Because they go for the model with the less health. Nine. So that's a 10 because... Oh. 10 versus a 1, that's fine, but he's not going to take any damage. Okay. We also get... At the beginning of the next turn... A new... skeleton, an archer, and they are going to... Oh, this guy's going to get into combat with the man-at-arms. He should probably... Hang on. I should start them on the edge. The archer can't see. So he's moving 6 inches. Now he can see. And he's going to take a shot at the man-at-arms who's not in combat. Not the man-at-arms, the thug. I was mousing over the thug. But he can't damage the thug, so we're going to move on. The skeleton that is just spawned can see the man-at-arms. So he's going for that charge. He's not quite going to make it. But the man-at-arms isn't going anywhere because he is now in combat. There is also a skeleton here who is going to have a go at this man-at-arms. 2, the man-at-arms is going to hit back at him with a 17. So that is another dead skeleton. And this skeleton is taking a shot at him because he can still see. 9. The man-at-arms is fighting back with a 19, 20, 21 because of cover. This archer is going to take a shot at that same man-at-arms. With a 10, he's going to fight back with a 2 plus 4 because of this thing. But that was a 10. Did I say? Yeah, so he can't actually... What am I doing? He's not going to do any damage to the man-at-arms because the man-at-arms has an armor of 12. Next, we just have all of these guys. This one can only see this man-at-arms, which means he's firing into a combat. On a low, less than 10, he hits the skeleton he's in combat with. He's shooting the skeleton. All right. 1 to shoot the skeleton. It's not going to matter. It's going to miss. This guy attacking the... something? Attacking the one that isn't in combat, the thug. 6 can't damage him. Shooting the thug. 7 can't damage him. Shooting the thug. Is that a thug or an archer? It's an archer. 15 can very well damage the archer. So the archer is fighting back. With a 1. Okay. Archers have an armor of 11, so he's going to take 4 damage, so he is on 6 health. 2 more shots. Shooting the archer. 16. Archer fights back. 10 is not going to do enough. He's going to take 5 damage, putting him on 1 health. 1 more shot. 20. That archer just is coming off the board. Hang on. If I roll a 19 or a 20, I can defend against this. That's a 9. I'm not... That was almost a 19. I almost made it. But unfortunately, that is it. That is all there is to be. So it is now the soldier's turn. And we're going to start seeing some more activations. So this guy is going to hit this skeleton with a 19. Skeleton is fighting back with a 20. Man-at-Arms wins because his 19 is actually a 22, whereas a skeleton only has a +1. I can change the overlay to show this Man-at-Arms. So the skeleton is coming off with his health of 1, and the Man-at-Arms is legging it 6 inches. Thug legs it 6 inches, followed by 3 inches. Thief legs it 7 inches, followed by 3.5. Second thief legs it 7 inches, followed by 3.5. Man-at-Arms legs it 3, 3, and 3 inches. And that is all of the soldier movement and all of turn 2. So, adding some ticks on the board, we can move through to turn 3. Okay, so we are again at this point where we have to decide what to do with this wizard. To wizard activation, the first thing he's going to do is first thing he's going to do is move himself down to like here, because this is kind of a safe-ish spot. Kind of safe-ish. You can get a little bit in here. I had not planned that, but he would now not have, nothing that spawns here is going to have visibility of him, and he's going to have things in the way. So, he's going to cast Summon Demon. Okay, he is going to cut a lot. He's now on 1 health, bringing that roll to a 20. Because on a 20, we have a difference of 8. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's make it the minimum. I only need a difference of 6. Yeah, difference of 6. I don't need a difference of 8. So we're going to go to 3 hit points for a little bit more health, but we're going to get out of this a lesser demon or minor demon. At his beck and call, and the minor demon can deal with that wraith. Next, Apprentice is going to do the same thing. 17, that's a 15. So 15, because he's got a -2 to his casting roll for 15. Needs to beat a 12. So that's 3. So he's going to cut for 3, bring himself to 7 hit points so that he can also have a... I know I've got one somewhere. Where's the other lesser demon model? There's one here. Oh, it's gone. I'll just duplicate this one. And he's going to move himself to here. What did he cast? They both failed Summon Demon last turn, didn't they? And this turn, they both succeeded in casting Summon Demon. So, Yep, that should force that Wraith to go straight at that Minor Demon. And we've actually got a fight happening. Okay, brilliant. We've also raised the amount of XP that we have earned at this point to 50 from spells, 20 from monsters. There's a maximum of 50 from monsters. So we're at 20 from monsters, 50 from spells, 40 for having wizard in the game. So 110. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else I can score on. So that brings us to the creature phase. First up, where is creature spawning? 5. We are getting a ghoul in the right-most corner of the board. I didn't think that through. Because this guy is going to get to here and take a swing at the wizard. Because while he couldn't see the wizard was there, he could see the demon. Whoops. So, creature overlay. Ghouls. I don't want the man-at-arms, I want a ghoul. So he's got a fighter +2 versus the wizard. So, oh, 19. Oh, that's not good. Versus the wizard with a fight of +2. Go wizard. Yes, that's a 20. Oh, that's so good. That's so lucky. Now, staves, staves. Oh, they have +1 or something to defense. If I can find it. -1 damage modifier to opponent in hand-to-hand combat. So it's not actually going to do anything because he's winning the fight. But that's fine because his 20 is going to have the ghoul's armor of 10 subtracted from it. The ghoul is going to take 10 damage and just come off the board. That's another 5 experience too. Next up, let's really quickly put these guys on the board just so that we know they're there and that's done. But we'll come back down here and this Wraith is coming at this Minor Demon and having a go. So where are the Wraith stats? Here we go. 14-16 versus the Minor Demon. Ooh. Okay, 16. The Minor Demon has an armor of 11. So it's going to take 5 damage, bringing it to 7 health. The Ghoul is also coming at the the minor demon. With a 12, that's a 14 because we just saw that the ghoul had a +2 fight. It's a 16 because he's got his mate here. So the minor demon is going to fight back with a 19, beating the ghoul squarely. What did I say? It had a... What did I say its armor was? Its armor was 10. So it's going to take 9 damage. Leaving 1 health remaining, and get pushed back an inch out of the combat. So next up is all these skeletons. So this skeleton can very clearly see this guy. So he's going to charge him, and he's going to get there, but he took more than 6 inches to do it. So he's had to use his second movement to make that charge. Okay, coming from this side of the board. This guy cannot see anyone, so he's going to walk off. And I'll move him back over to here because he will get recycled. This guy, who can you see? You can't see anyone either, so you're going to move 9 inches in this direction. You can... do I rule that the tree is obscuring that vision? The tree, we'll say that it's not. We'll say that, but he's going to take a shot with, +4, +5, +6 cover. So 15 on the archer's roll. And then the guy, so that's 12 on one of them. Is it the archer or the skeleton? The man-at-arms or the skeleton? It's the skeleton because we were rolling low, trying to be consistent on how I was doing the rolls. Low for the skeleton. So the skeleton's fight defense roll was a 12. 13, 14. He's not getting the +4 for this because he's not quite round the corner. He's only getting it for this tree. So he is going to take out... Oh, now that's not being killed by my warband. That's unfortunate. But the rest of these people, the rest of these archers, can any of them see? Hang on. I'm going to put this red die. Boy. I don't think they can see. I'm gonna, that red die. Who can? No, none of them. No one can see it. So 6 inches. Now can you see it? Yes, you've got very clear line of sight there. So you're not going to have any shooting penalties, but you're not going to roll very well. 6 inches to here. You can see him, but you've got a -2. He's not far enough back to be around the corner. -3 for the corner because he's partially obscured. I'm just making this up as I go. 1, that's not going to matter. This guy, same sitch. Not going to matter though. This guy, same situation, but he's going to have a +4. Ooh, we might need that +4. No, he doesn't. His own fight is going to save him there. Yeah, he shouldn't be hitting. He's with where he is against that tree. Taking a shot. 11. I'm not going to beat his armor, so we're not going to worry. I'm going to put him down here where I shouldn't because he's just going to run another 3 inches in this direction. And this guy is going to get to here and take a shot, but he's got +5. But he's going to roll terribly anyway, so it's not going to matter. And so our warband is getting out of it. It's now the soldier turn. Oh, I can get rid of this ghoul. I could have gotten rid of that a long time ago. So first, this ghoul. No, this guy here with his +2 dagger, the thief, is gonna go at this guy. So thieves, you have +1 to hit. Yeah, +1 fight. You've got a +2 from this, so it's a 13. Wraith. Ooh, I think that the Wraith wins that. Yeah, so that's a 16. The thief has an armor of 10, so he's going to take 6 damage. Oh, so he's out because he only had 5 health left. That is unfortunate. This thief is going to get in combat with the Wraith, but he's not going to fight him. This guy is also going to get in combat with the Wraith, but he's not going to actually roll a combat. And the Minor Demon is going to fight the Wraith. So we're doing that so that the Minor Demon gets a whole lot of bonuses. So 13 plus... Oi. Why don't you turn on? There we go. 13 plus 3, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Can the Wraith beat that? With a 14, no, it can't. That is okay. What is your armor? 10. So he's going to take 10 damage, and he has a health of 6. I haven't apparently set up the Wraith health properly, but that's fine because he's now dead. But I'm going to leave him there now that he's set up properly. And the Minor Demon is going to move into this guy and not fight him. This guy is going to run down here. Just let that guy move aside a little bit and get in combat with the Wraith. He had to double move to get there. So let's be smart about this. This guy was about here, so he's going to get to here, letting this guy get in like this, but it still had to move more than 6 inches, so he's not going to get to fight. So this Minor Demon is going to come in and take a shot with Anne. Where are you? Here you are. With a +3, so that's a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The ghoul is going to have a go back. Hang on. Ooh. 18. He's got 10 health. The ghoul has a decent enough amount of health and armor. So he's only going to take 8 damage. For whatever reason, because he was already in a fight. He only had one health left. I should put one of these over here. And there, now, this guy, this one hasn't moved yet. He hasn't activated yet. I'm going to get to here. Okay, so we've now got all living members of the warband within range of leaving on their next turn. We have currently earned, what did I say? 40 experience, 60 experience, 70 experience, 80, 90, 100. Hang on. What? I had 110 I thought I got before. What? So it's 40 experience, and then it's 10 for each spell successfully cast, which is 40. So we're at 80. And then 5 for failed spells, so 90. And then 90, 100, 110, 120, 125 experience so far. We only get a maximum of 50 from monsters, so I can kill another 3 monsters. Once I've killed another 3 monsters, I will hit that maximum, which is probably the thing to aim at before I get off the board. So, marking another tick on the clock, we'll end turn 3 and move on to turn 4. Starting turn 4, I'm going to clean this off because I could hear some dice rattling. A fun, I guess it's not a bug. Maybe it is a bug. Maybe it should be considered a bug. In TaleSpire is sometimes dice don't settle quite right and they'll move minutely and you can hear them rattling. So, Wizard's turn first. He's casting heal on himself because, my God. Oh. He's not casting heal on himself. He's taking 1 damage. Ouch. Good thing I didn't raise that roll to 20 and raise it to 18 instead. Oh, my God. This guy is going to, so he's going to have to move around here first to do it, but he's going to cast heal on his master, bringing him to 7 health. Nice that he's actually able to cast heal today. So we've now got 2 apprentices at 7 health. And that's that. It's now the second creature phase. So we need to determine what shows up where. 6. This guy, oh no. Oh, that's the worst thing that could have happened. I should have learnt this guy should have moved over here. But I didn't think about it. All right. Wraith is fighting my wizard. Oh, no. That's a 20. Oh, this is the worst thing that could happen. This is the absolute worst thing that could happen because it's the wizard that has all the treasure. Oh, this is the absolute worst thing that could actually happen. Wizard fights back. Okay, so the wizard has a armor of 12 of 10. Okay. So that 20, I did say 20. Yeah, it's 20, 18 plus 2. Is going to do 9 damage because he's got a staff, and the staff is -1 damage. But that's not really going to matter. He just goes down. That's just it. That is all there is to it. You know what's also bad? Demons are hostile creatures. Summon demon also puts this creature under this the effect of the control demon spell. The type of demon. If a spellcaster rolls a 1 while attempting to cast this spell, yep. Hope that's never happened because I completely forgot. Okay. So I think that this demon goes rogue. I can't. It's not actually there in the text of the spell, but I feel like the control is gone from because the wizard is now off the board. So there are two guys in combat with that demon. Yep. So well, that demon goes next, I guess. He's gonna go for the thug. Does that look cocked? That looks cocked to me. I shouldn't be saying that when it's a shit roll. So that's going to be like a 12 or a 13 even, I think. Where are you? Minor demon. Yeah, that's a 13. So fighting the minor demon back. Oh, thank God. Thugs are not that great, but +2 to hit, so that's a 20. So this guy is just going to take some damage. What's your armor? Your armor is 11. You're going to take 9 damage. You don't have... But you know what? It's a creature being defeated by the warband. Yeah. Well, that was lucky. Oh, God. Okay, so next up, we have a new archer, new skeleton archer, and a new skeleton. Now, coming across, this guy's just going to move off the board. I'll move him over here. Not that it really matters. Can you see that? You can see that. 4, 6, and then 3. Can you see? No. None of you can see. Okay. Can this guy see? Okay, so everyone on this side can see. This side cannot. But they don't have good shots, so I will have them approach 6 before attempting shots. So move him over an inch this way, and try to hit that thief. 1, no. Trying to hit the thief. Won't work. Can't. Oh no, the thief, but it's gonna have a. It's gonna have a +4. Okay, thief fighting back. I don't have to worry about that. He's not gonna take a shot. He's gonna move another 3. And this guy. Yeah, getting to here. Will you take a shot? No, you're gonna move the 3 as well. These guys, you're moving 6. You're moving 9 because you're not going to be able to see that. You're moving 6. You can't see anyone from where you are. Definitely not. You're trying to get back onto your route. 3 inches. You might be able to see the beginning of next turn. Who knows? We all going to be in the same spot. Yep. 9. Can you see? No, you can't see. Okay. Next, this guy. Getting to here. I think I said that you'd be able to see and you'd come on the charge. You're going to get to here and also try and get a better shot. So we do have a bit of a horde coming for us. And it is the soldier turn again. So, this man-at-arms is going to get in here into combat, but not going to fight him. This guy, even though he's sort of hanging off the board a bit, is getting here to fight the Wraith. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. 7, 8, 9. I need to roll low for that Wraith. Oh, I did, thank God. Wraith is going to get pushed back an inch. And these guys are all going to get to here. And we're going to end the turn. I'm going to put a tick on. And I'm calling it at this point. We're going to roll heal. I need to roll a 10. Just because I want a little bit more experience. I don't get it, but... So that's a 5 because I have a -2 to casting. I need a 9 to get it off because my casting roll is now. Hang on, I've got all this wrong. Hang on, what am I doing? What am I even doing? The apprentice has a -2 to casting, so that's a 5. That's a roll of a 5. I need to hit a 9, so I've got a difference of 4. So if I cut for 4, I can heal 5 hit points. So my hit points are going to go up to 8, and my apprentice is going to run off the board. Having determined that that's it. Now, because he's left the board, he hasn't gone down. I'm going to say that the demon will either follow or fight, depending on what this Wraith does, and if it's in combat or not. Oh, I probably should have moved these guys off the board. Oh, that's gonna have been a mistake too. Okay, let's get rid of this spell list. It is now the creature turn. Who or what gets summoned and where? We get a new wraith. Not that wraith. I need a copy of it. It's going to be there. This wraith is going to get in here. And attack the minor demon. With a 5, the minor demon is fighting back with its +3. 20. Okay. That's out. That is a dead thing. This wraith is coming in and fighting the minor demon. So that's a 13. Versus that is also out. That's what we like to see. This guy here is probably the only one that's going to matter. He will come in and attack this guy. Or yeah, he's going to attack the thug. Skeleton 5 versus thug 2. They are still in combat. None of these guys have a good shot. So they are all going to move up. But, oh, no, I better do it. I better do it because who knows what's going to... Oh, they might get shots. Is this guy getting a shot? The only guy is real... Yeah, he's only got a shot at this combat. I guess he's going to take it. Low, he hits his own skeleton. He does. Rolling to hit the skeleton, he doesn't. Same thing. Low, he hits his own skeleton. He doesn't. 18. The thug has to defend against an 18. He does so with a 19. He is fine. Yep, we are having the same little problem. Hitting the thug with a 1 to hit. That's not going to go anywhere. Low or high? Low, rolling against his own skeleton. Not going to matter. This is going to be the last guy that's going to get a shot. Is going to go against his own skeleton. With a 15, skeleton has to defend. He's not. The skeleton is going to take the damage and get knocked off there. This guy is going to charge the almost full 9. And this guy is also going to charge the almost full 9. There would be a new one and a new one. And they're both just going to move 9. These guys can't see anyone. Oh, hang on. There is a bit of a gap there. Yeah, okay, they see. But they can't shoot, so I'm going to just move them all 9 inches in this direction, because if this draws out, they will become a problem. However, because that skeleton shot that other skeleton, there's nothing left for any of these guys to do except move off the board. And so that's what they do. And so that's where we're going to end it. With a quick one. By the look of things. So, ending the game and the campaign. So first, these guys are all technically come off. And they are all fine. Hey! Over here, however, we have some people that didn't make it off the board. So, this thief, what happens to him? Does he make it? He does. This archer, what happens to him? Does he make it? He also makes it. The wizard, what happens to him? He makes it. Part of me was hoping for an injury or something, because the wizards and apprentices get an interesting chart where instead of just death, you get permanently injured, badly wounded, close call and stuff, and you can have effects like you lost a hand or whatever. But in this case, they're all fine. So we can, move you all back around here to be part of the warband, because you have all made it fine, which means that you're going to make it off with the treasure. Do you make it off with the treasure? Do you? Ooh, hang on. That's how I've been playing it. If a figure making, but that's carrying a treasure, not items. Using potions. Creature actions. I'll have to read, because they're all on the character as items. So if the items fall off the character, I need to know. I actually need to know right now. So I'll be back with an answer. Okay. I can't find anything that says that I don't get to keep the items because the wizard lived. So we're fine. Next thing is out-of-game spells, because the order is working them out and then out-of-game spells. I have one out-of-game spell that I can cast. Absorb Knowledge for an extra 40 hit. If I had have rolled an 18, I'd get an extra 40 XP. But I don't, so that's unfortunate. So now we work out XP. So the wizard was there. And so cast heal as well. Heal. Wizard was there, so that's 40 experience. Next, we have failed spells. 1, 2, 3 failed spells for 15 experience. Next, we have completed spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 60 experience. For 60 experience. Whoa. Hello. I can say stuff. Oh. Hi. Is it always in the hi? Oh, yep, there you go. There you go. No more playing with that. Yeah, 60 for that. We've done that one. There are no treasures on this board, so no treasures to pick up. So the last thing is to a maximum of 50 experience, 5 experience for every creature the warband killed. There were 2 creatures that were killed not by the warband, and that's important because of the low number of creatures killed, but we had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Exactly what we needed. Creatures killed. 10. 10 times 5 is 50. We had, but we got 50 XP worth of creatures killed, which is great. So we're going to get 100 and 65 experience. At which point we can use 100 experience to level up. It's probably best to make heal. To heal cast on a target of 8. It's probably the best thing to do. So that's what we'll do. That means that we won't be learning any spells or anything else. We won't be getting rolling for any treasure. We don't get any treasure, but the thing that we haven't done yet for this character that we now get to do is establish a base. Now, usually you establish a base after your first game, and then every game after that, at this point, you gain effects, or there are various effects that you can gain depending on what you've got at your base. So, at this juncture, I think, just in case we go forward and play more Frostgrave with this character, we can go in an inn, which is good for recruiting soldiers. We go to a temple, which gives you +3 bonus 20 castings of the spell Miraculous Cure. And you can get a free potion of healing per game. If you go to a crypt, it's full of supplies if you want to, if you're a necromancer. A tower gives you +2 bonus to all casting rolls for reveal, secret, and awareness. I don't think either of those spells are spells that I have. But reveal secret can be good. I think it gives you an extra treasure. It lets you place an extra treasure on the board. And I can't remember what awareness does. The brewery increases the willpower of all of your soldiers and gets you extra money. Library gives you a chance to find valuable items at the end of every game or between games. The laboratory, mostly intact residence of a wizard from long ago. The wizard gains 20 experience points after each game from what they learn in the house. This does not count against the 300 experience points. Oh, it's just an extra 20 experience after every game. It wouldn't count for this game because we're just establishing it now. It would be after the next game. But yeah, we're going to pick up a laboratory because I think I've already got a character with a library. Oh. So on the library, you roll to get stuff, and on a 19 or a 20, you find random grimoires, which might actually be worth more. But we're going to go with laboratory this time. And I believe we made off with quite a sum of gold. 560 gold crowns. So we could buy a kennel. So there's a number of different things you can buy with gold crowns. There's a number of things, base resources that will give you extra bonuses. Or you can buy grimoires. You can sell grimoires, which I might do actually. I've got 2 grimoires. You can only sell grimoires for spells that you already know. I've got 2 of those. Grimoire can be a wizard may buy a grimoire containing any one spell for 500 gold. You don't. I think you've then got to roll. No, your wizard may choose what spell is contained within the grimoire they're purchasing. Okay. If they manage to acquire a grimoire for a spell they already know, they may sell it for 200 gold. So I'm going to make an extra 200 gold for selling the Grimoire of Animal Companion and the Grimoire of Heal, leaving me with 960 gold crowns. Let's be real, leaving me with 460 gold crowns after I purchase a grimoire containing what was that spell? Reveal Secret, I believe. Let me just double check that Reveal Secret does what I think it does. Reveal Secret. This spell imparts knowledge on some lost treasure. Every successful casting of this spell before a game allows a player to make 2 rolls for a single treasure token after the game and choose which one to take. Oh, okay. So just makes you more likely to get better treasure. It must have been the first edition of the game that gave you the ability to place an extra treasure on the table. That's less good than I thought it was, but that's what I'll pick up. I'll pick up a spell of a Grimoire of a Reveal Secret. Then I've got 460 gold crowns to work with. Carrier pigeons are good because they make members of warbands cost less. Arcane Candle confers a +1 casting roll for controlled demon spells out of game. Summoning Circle oh, okay, so you can cast Summon Demon out of game. Sarcophagus of Healing might be worth it. For 300 gold crowns, it's just you're more likely to be in the game. Crystal Ball, making it so a lot of these are giving you bonuses for spells that you're casting out of game. Okay, yeah, the Summoning Circle is what allows you to summon demons out of game. Oh, but you've got to cast Summon Demon and then Control Demon. You've got to cast both spells. That's pretty good. But yeah, I think that I'd spend it on a Sarcophagus of Healing and an Arcane. No point in getting an Arcane Candle if I don't have a Summoning Circle. Get a Sarcophagus of Healing and be left with 160 gold crowns. And that then is it. That's the game. That is Frostgrave. That's my solo game. Now, I'm going to need to do a bit of research and see how long games should last. Maybe I need to increase the clock on the 2 things. That third mission was very difficult until I killed the vampire. I need to maybe address what they do, and maybe they go to the vampire's body. And then it's only after they go to the vampire's body that they then start wandering around, or maybe they don't wander around. Because once that heat was up and they were just wandering around and I'd cleared that room, there was no jeopardy in the game. But maybe that's also just because I was playing a summoner. Any other character that would still have been, yeah, maybe I just need to try this out with something that doesn't have Summon Demon as a spell, because then the warband actually has to make its way through, and we've got a much more hairy situation. But you're still got to work out what the right balance is for those clocks, because if you're always going to spend more than 6 turns, but on each board, yeah, I've got to do a bit of research about that to see how that should work. you know, unless you want to fight a horde of skeletons. I guess it depends on your play style. In any case, let me know what you thought. Really keen to hear from you if you've watched this through and you've got some experience playing the game. I hope you've had fun, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.